Hi, I am Kid on Two Wheels and I am here at Royal Moto to test drive the Bullit Hero 125. So this is Bullit. This brand is familiar, but I can't quite place it. This bike looks very classical. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's do a quick front to back. I like the martini colors. Knobby off-road tires with spoked wheels, with not a tubeless tire, a tube tire. Yes, a tube tire. A big fat inverted front suspension, completely conventional headlamp, LED indicators, which seem to be the only concession to technology on this one. You have right here, this frame is really just a tube. You have a 125cc engine with 11 horsepower, which is fuel injected because, well, Euro 4. You have proper off-road brake pedal. You have proper off-road foot peg. You have a pretty cool exhaust with no exit. See, the exhaust gases come out of these little gaps here. Just looks awesome. Have a little plate for your racing number, which I'm going to bet you're going to choose 69 because, well, deep down we're all children. Foot peg and off-road gear lever, which folds and supposedly wouldn't break, which is great. So this is an actual off-road machine. It's a scrambler. It looks like a normal bike, but it is actually a proper off-roader. You can see there's mud everywhere on the tires already. And then you have the dash, which actually means you don't have a dash, you have a glorified speedo. So you have your speed, you have your odometer, you don't even have a partial odometer, and then you have 5 lights: neutral, high beams, indicators. I'm going to spend a fortune on the engine light and the reserve. And that is about it. Oh, the suspension is adjustable. 4 rebounds. At least I hope that R means that. Yep. And that's basically it. Being an off-roader, less is more. Oh, there's no ABS. It's combined braking. It's an off-roader, so ABS wouldn't make much sense. Ideally, you would have ABS with a little button from the Benellis, but you get what you get. This is 3,000 euros, so I'm hoping this will be a proper off-roader. I'll see if I have some fun with it. So here it is, the test track, just for laughs. Because seriously, this is going to be for laughs. Let's go full throttle. 3, 2, 1, full throttle. As you can see, nothing much actually happens. Because coming here, this is very likely the slowest bike I have ever ridden, except for the 50cc's. This is the slowest 25 I have ever ridden. And I believe it is even slower than the Keyway Superlight, which is a feat. Granted, the engine is only 217 kilometers old, so it's still quite stiff. But even so, this doesn't really make that much sense, okay? It shouldn't be this slow, but it is. Also, riding here was not that good. This bike is honestly not that good in Twisties. These knobby tires give it a very weird leaning over feel. I'm not used to knobbing tires. Actually, I'm getting used to it because the first few meters were horrendous. But I am getting used to the knobby tires. And so this is getting easier. But still, with decent tires, I believe this would work. It feels like it would work. But on these tires, it's just... This bike isn't done for the test track. right? So it's going to be horrible on the test track. Therefore, we'll go here, where it belongs, and where I don't belong. I am, without a doubt, the worst possible person to review this bike. Okay? Number one, I have a big bike, not a 125. Actually, I do have a 125, an RC 125. Number two, I am a road guy. I am not an off-road guy. I don't know how to do any kind of off-road. I haven't got an off-road bike, and I have done about, let's say, if I've done 2 hours of off-road, that's too much. Okay? Except for that training course I did to be able to actually know how to do it. And I haven't been riding for long enough to understand the history behind the scramblers. I read on it, so I understand the look, and I actually quite like the look on this one, but I'm not from that generation, so I am literally the worst. There is no one in the world who would be worse than me at reviewing this bike, except maybe a complete newbie. But I'll try. Let's ride a little bit here off-road. The guy on the bike is going, what? A motorcycle here? What is this? Ooh, it works perfectly well here. Cool. Just glides over these. Well, I lied a bit. I know a bit of off-road. I've done this with the Africa Twin. Although I'm not really sure what I'm doing is actually legal. Oops. I've done this with the Africa Twin, and it worked much better than I expected. And I did a little short jaunt here with the V-Stroms, which was only like some 300 meters, nothing else. I'm still getting my feet wet here. That was a stupid thing. You'd never stop on these. It shows my noobness, right? Let's go. But this bike feels at home here, so I think I can push her a little. Oh shoot, that's not good. I should be standing up, but hey, what the heck. Let's see what goes here. There's bicycles coming down, so I am going to let them pass since this is their turf, not mine. I could go that way, or I could keep going this way. Let's go this way. We'll go down in a minute, or just see where this leads. I think I have a nagging suspicion where this leads. And here, this bike starts making sense. It just works. Everything that doesn't work on the road starts working here. Remember, I have no experience. I'm not even sure if I should be standing up or not. That's how little experience I have. But it just goes. I have a Yamaha Tracer 700, and this bike feels as at ease on the road as my Tracer 700 is at ease here, which means it does it, but the bike doesn't like it and the rider doesn't like it, unless they have a ton of experience and know exactly what they are doing. Let's go this way. But here, yeah, that works. These knobby tires here are awesome. I feel no slip, no nothing. Whee! This is actually quite fun. I quite enjoy this. I might have to get an off-road machine myself. Although I am very slow. Sorry about that. Again, I told you I did not have any experience, and this is one of the biggest trips I've done off-roading. Oh no, hang on, I've done some on the Portuguese end-to-end, but nothing compared to this. Nothing compares to this. Now, the camera doesn't quite get it, but these are some pretty deep ruts and big loose rocks and whatnot here. I do hope Ramimoto, which lent me this bike for a whole day, isn't going to get angry at this, because this is a bit harsher than I wanted, and this is their bike, and it is a new bike after all. But Ramimoto, this is what this bike was made for, so it has to be done. And if you want to know how good it is here, I'll repeat again, I'll keep repeating, I have no experience off-roading, and look at me go! I really don't want to say this because this is a bit pompous, but it does feel quite a lot like the Africa Twin, in that a complete idiot can pretend to be very good off-road on this one. I like it. What the hell happened to that car? So I got a treat for you guys. Check this out. I love this bike off-road. This is, I have to say, this is the first time, well, second or third, I've been riding a proper off-road machine. The previous two was an XT660 in the off-road riding course, a couple of years back, and then that World Crosser version of the F800 GS for the Channel T2 line. And this is the third one, and this is the first small displacement one. Hang on, I just need to stop for a second because I really need to adjust my helmet. I need to open this vent slightly because I am burning up. And this bike just eats this. It's amazing. It's such a light bike, and it feels so, I don't know, fragile, or looks fragile, or I don't know, it doesn't look robust, a war tank like the GS's do, but it just goes. It just ignores everything and just zoom, flies past easily. Okay, this is pavement, but this is not. Oh, that said, I couldn't go up, but I am going up because I went down. That's funny because the way I went down, there was no sign like that there. This might be a pretty expensive test ride. As you can see, look at the size of this rut here. That's my cell phone giving me an alarm saying you have to go do the videos. And as you can see, I'm always sitting down, which is not the correct way to do this, but I am doing it sitting down because I am old, I am fat, and I am not in shape. I think you got that from the fat part, to be honest. But if you get up, it just also works perfectly fine. Okay, granted, I'm a bit slow. That's just lack of experience, sorry. First gear. Now you're going to have to endure this wonderful melody from my alarm, because I cannot stop here to turn it off. Maybe it'll go away by its own. Haven't actually ever tested that before. No, I'm going to kill it now. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, 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 shut the fudge up. No, not snooze, turn off the alarm for videos. Dumbass. Let's go full throttle, let's go full throttle. Hop. That wasn't very smart. I went this way, I think. Not really sure. But it's generally up, so whoa! That wasn't very nice. I literally fell into a rut. The rear tire gripped and threw me off that big rut. Because I was putting weight on the rear, but here I'll have to stand up. I don't think I came this way, to be honest. Nope, I don't think I came this way. Oh well, I am lost in the hills. Then again, I think that I did come this way. Because I'm seeing my skids for braking. There, and here. No, this is a bicycle. Or me. No, this is me, this is me. This is where I came from. Came here from this side. think. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. It is not this way. It's up there and to the left. It's not this way. They are probably doing work to prevent the fires that we had last year. It's that way. This is their turf today, so I'm going to go slowly around the bicycles. Also, I can't go very fast because I might have hikers on the way, so there's always that little variable. This should go down the way I went, and I'm not really sure where that goes. Let's figure out where that goes. Why not? Okay, that wasn't very nice. That was a literal jump. Jesus. Big ruts there. Gigantic ones. Okay. Not really sure I can go this way because I'm not sure. I'm going to go up. It's a gate, but it's open. How am I going to climb that? This is one ginormous rut. This might have been a bad idea. Nope, easy peasy lemon squeezy on this bike. Amazing. Look at me, I'm a vet, I'm a pro. Hell, I've been doing this for half an hour. And now I have to say I am completely 100% lost. I see tracks here, wide tracks, so this looks like a motorcycle. So I'll just follow it. See? Skids here, wide skids. Not those little thin things like here, and he broke and went to the left here. And oh shit. Ramemoto, I am so sorry for what I'm about to do. Again, super easy. I bet I could do that just straight on. Hey, a little skid there. What a wonderful little off-road machine. This is just amazing. I really wish the camera would give you a better sense of what I'm doing, because some of these holes are... There's one I actually believe I jumped the whole freaking bike. It was so big. Hey look, water. No, let's avoid it. There's no use going through water because you don't know what's underneath. It could be a gigantic hole. Now where? Let's go right. This ought to lead to that gate I didn't want to cross in the Portuguese view a while back. But yeah, here it is. An off-road machine. Again, another gate which is open. I don't quite... Oh, here we are. Road. Oh yes. Hello. And here we are back on pavement. Just... Did you see just how easy this whole thing was? It's uncanny. It really is uncanny how easy this whole bike is. It's just amazing. It just works. And the lightness of being a 125 helps immensely. The knobby tires, obviously, that's a big part of it. But this big fat suspension, this big fat tall suspension, works wonders there. I never felt actually uncomfortable. I actually was suffering in the expectation. I saw the bumps and I went, oh, I'm gonna crash. Oh, no, never mind, nothing to it. And then a few meters ahead, another huge hole. Oh, I am going to crash. Nothing. Nope, not gonna crash. Nope. And it just works magnificently. So I'm going to go up this. I've done this many times on the NC700, and this I can compare. After some of the most amazing, harrowing off-road I have ever done in my life, I've never done so much off-road. The tire is all filled with mud. I'm filled with mud, my back is full of mud because I went through a very, very deep mud stuff, but these tires just coped well, and the lightweightness of this bike also coped well. It's amazing, it just worked perfectly fine. In fact, it worked so perfectly fine that if I want, I know I can just go up this and keep on going. There's no road that can stop me at all. The only place where I'm not 100% comfortable is actually on pavement because of the knobby tires. But this is, I was very disappointed when I rode it on road, especially the first 10-15 meters were horrible, because the knobby tires just gave me a horrible feel. They're not linear, they're very stable when you're vertical, and then they fight against you when you're trying to lean some 10 degrees, and then suddenly you drop and it wants to stay lean at say 20 or 25 degrees or something. Oh, and the side here is amazing. If you want, I'll show you. These mirrors are about as useful as an ashtray, seriously. I'm just going to show you the site there. It's awesome. Hey, it's one of my favorite stops. But as you can see, I couldn't see anything on the mirrors. Look at this side here, it's unbelievable. And I'm going to try to go there. You can see the clouds here, it's very cool. But as I was saying, I was very disappointed initially at this bike on the roads. It's disappointing. It's slow, it vibrates quite a lot, it shakes itself apart nearly, especially at high revs. It's very, very vibey. And I was like, well, what the hell? I was expecting better. And it isn't, it's just I don't want to say mediocre, but let's say average bike on the road. But here, off-road is just brilliant. And I have the feeling that even though it's a very slow 1 to 5, even for 1 to 5 it's a slow bike, I have a feeling that if you stick some road tires on it, it'll be a great little runabout. A little runabout for the city. It looks very cool, it looks very, well, scrambler, because it is a scrambler. It looks very handmade. Look at this, I love this little detail. It's horrible, I can't see the speed, it's got nothing, it's just a few stupid lights. But I like it, it's very in with the whole feel of the bike. This is what this bike is for, so it looks very handmade. But it is very well built, as I've just proved. Nothing broke, nothing shook itself apart. Even the mirrors are stuck in place. I remember one bike I had to actually tighten the mirrors because they were always falling off on the Testride. I had to do a fix on the road. But yeah, it's well built. It's not a cheap bike, okay? This is 3,000 euros is not a cheap 1 to 5. It's verging on the premium price, and usually the premium price for these, and there's a lot of fire people here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to go up, which I wanted. Can I go up? I'm just going to try this out. Chefe de veículos de estrada, não. Chefe de cavaleiros de tração animal, não posso. Can't go there. The sign says I can't go. And there's firemen here, and it's really stupid to just push my luck. I could just go down that. Hey, why the fuck not? It's an off-road machine, ain't it? Let's go. I love this. There's no sign here telling me I can't go, so I'll go. Tells me I can't go up, but it doesn't tell me I cannot go down, so I go down. And I can keep talking to you guys about this wonderful, wonderful bike, which I hated on the roads, or disliked, let's say. The first bike I actually disliked on the roads. But it would make a good runabout if you put some road tires on it for the city. because it looks like a scrambler. It looks great. For the hipster inside you, just to go, look at my old school bike with road tires, or keep the off-road tires. Get used to the feel of the knobby tires. Remember that knobby tires plus rain equals ouchies, and bring it off-road every now and then. Why don't you? She won't complain. She likes it. She actually likes it, because the lack of top speed is easily seen or explained by its eagerness to just roll here. It likes to go at this more sedate pace, which on the road is slow and is granny driving style, but here off-road it's just fine. And notice that I am not standing up on nearly any of this bad terrain, because it just copes with everything perfectly fine. I don't need to stand up. And usually the places where I need to stand up, I don't have any experience, so I slow down a lot and go at nearly walking pace. It's amazing. I love it. I don't know if this is special for this bike, this off-road capability, or any off-road machine will do this. But well, I liked it, and I am actually enjoying myself. This is very tiresome, but I am enjoying myself immensely. I think I could use one of these, a proper off-road machine, just for this kind of fun. This is a lot of fun. The RZ, a thing as a CR450 is very expensive, but I could get an old second-hand one, just for in giggles. I don't know where this leads, and I really do not care, because this is so light and so small that if I need to, I can just turn around. Whenever I need, I can just flip it around on the side stand. That's a broken down tree, fallen tree. Just look at these awesome trails in this awesome forest. This is a national park, by the way. I'm not sure I should be doing this. I think I couldn't, but there was no sign saying I couldn't, so I did. But just look at these trails. So that's why the off-road guys are, well, the way they are. This is actually pretty cool, pretty awesome. Could have done that 20 times faster, to be honest. Now, which way? Up or down? Let's keep going down. Let's see where this leads. I'm going to run out of battery. I'm not going to be able to say cage her out, because I am just enjoying myself way too much. So I'm just bringing you guys along for the ride and to see the little scrambler that can, not could, can. This is amazing, and I love it. Getting easier. Wow, these guys actually hiked quite a lot. And through mud? What the hell? How the hell did they? They didn't come through here. Oh, they went around, okay. Ah, that's nice. Look at the adventure I'm having on a Testride machine. I cannot thank Ramemoto enough for this opportunity. Okay? I really can't. This is amazing. And this is on my own backyard too. I'm going to get home and I'm going to wash this bike down. Or not. I don't know. I could just deliver it like that and show them, look at how much fun I had.
You know what?
Then again, I take back all I said bad about this going on the road. It works. It's just me not being used to the knobby tires. Once I've gotten used to them, and I have now, it does work. Okay, granted, you can't go balls to the wall like I do. Usually, especially on this road, just lean over the bike a lot. Because these are not road tires, but you can just ride perfectly fine. It's just the feel that it's just so radically different from what I have that I just can't get. I couldn't get my head around it. I didn't like it at first, but now that I'm used to them, they just work. Just don't overdo it. Especially on the 125, this doesn't have actually enough power to be able to actually overdo it on throttle. So it's fine. And actually this pavement is very slippery. I don't usually do a lot of high-speed runs here because this is very, very slippery. Very old pavement, very smooth. You can see from the color. And yet I am catching up to some vans ahead and I'm fine now. Very uncomfortable at the beginning, but now I'm just fine with it. So yeah, this would work perfectly well as a little roundabout around town. A bit tall. It's a bit tall. I'm on tippy toes. But yeah, once again, that's it. Cage out.